We could tell you how Unify helps you to control your audio sources.
I'll be right back.
But we can't help Sally control her cat problem. That's Gnocchi. There's Pokey. That one over there is Juju. Oh, and there's Mingo.
If we grab enough loot, we can make our way to Polar Plateau.
Bro, are you wagging?
My batteries are toast.
Who still uses batteries?
Good morning, all. So I was gonna play some Sega Genesis today, but I was like, I was gonna play some Sega Genesis today, but then I was like, should I do some Sega Saturn because Sega Saturn is epic.jpeg.truth. So hello, my name is ProjectKatana, and this is my third night or day. My name is ProjectKatana, and this is my third night or day. Working with the amazing 12 Days of Indie, trying to raise money for Toys for Tots. You get me for the next few hours, and we're going to be playing Sega freaking Saturn games. So, I've got some cool donations up for today. For every $1 you guys donate, I will do an Optimus Prime voice. For every $5 you donate, I will be giving the Corgis blueberries live on stream, which is the cutest thing in the whole entire world. And for every $10 donation, I will be doing curls with 20-pound dumbbells. All of this is for the kids. So basically, I'm doing exercise, you're getting cute corgis, and you get to hear the leader of the Autobot Resistance. So I hope everybody can hear me okay, because we're getting ready to play some Virtua Fighter Kids, which is freaking amazing. And I think I'm more excited about this game than pretty much anybody else, because this is part of my childhood, and it's great that we actually get to show off this amazing game on stream, because it doesn't get enough respect, even though it should. So, bam! Oh, and just to let you guys know, I am going to be switching throughout Sega Saturn games tonight, or today on the stream. So once my ADD kicks in, I have a lot of Sega Saturn games. So, yeah, it is going to be freaking amazing. But we're going to start out with Virtua Fighter Kids because oh no. I didn't pay attention and I picked Akira. We're fine. So, fun fact about Akira is actually who they based Ryo Izuki off of in Shenmue. Even the same fighting style that Akira uses, Ryo Izuki uses further into the Shenmue universe, which is Bajikwan, which is the counter style to White Shallow style, which is what Landi uses. Landi-sama! Shunde Hayende, yeah. So basically, why this game was invented, it was actually invented as a tech demo, similar to how they how Gears of War was invented as a tech demo. They made this game so Sega could start programming in facial expressions for happiness, pain, and emotions, because they needed that for Virtua Fighter 3. So this was tech data created on the Titan system, which is basically a fancy cartridge-based Sega Saturn arcade, which I need. And can everybody hear me okay? I take it if everybody couldn't hear me, people would be telling me they couldn't hear me. I just don't know if the game is too loud, if the audio is too loud. I take it we're good. So yeah, without Virtua Fighter, you wouldn't have Dead or Alive, you wouldn't have Tekken, you wouldn't have Virtua Fighter kind of gave us the first 3D fighting, which was created by Yu Suzuki. So his whole AM2 division were the ones responsible for this. Why I love Pi so much is, so Pi, who is the female character we're fighting against, her dad taught her the style that Landi uses, but a variant of it. And he was building his restaurant out, and his wife got really sick, and he started to, not intentionally but neglect her because he was trying to raise the business off the ground. His mom and his wife, Pi's mom, passed away, and she left at the age of 18 to become a Hong Kong action star and promised she'd never forgive her dad for what happened. Her dad gets really sick further on into Virtua Fighter, and it's all about forgiveness. She actually comes back to the competition to defend her dad because they send an assassin after him. So that's what I like about like the old school Sega games made by AM2. There's a lot of life lessons in them. Forgiveness, realizing that people make mistakes, and going back and looking after your family. And she goes back into the competition to stop a very deadly assassin who is sent to stop that bloodline. And then you realize that Pai learned a variant of the style, and Lau did that on purpose so his daughter wouldn't be a danger. So it's stuff like that that makes Virtua Fighter freaking amazing. There's Lau. There's her dad. I'm gonna do something fancy. Let's see if I can do one of his. I have no idea how to use Akira. I never used him growing up. He was more of a Baji Quan is a very technical fighting style. Come here, you. Got it. Wait. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Got him. No, not that. Y'all thought I was going to lose that one. Y'all were like, there's no way he's going to win. It's the Sonic Cat. Watch me work. Watch me work. Watch me work. Watch me. Watch me somewhat work. Watch me somewhat work. Ooh! I came back like a vertebrae. Oh, hi. Hi, Sugar Zero Dr. Pepper. Oh, boy. She's tough. She's tough. She's tough. She uses Jeet Kune Do, which is Bruce Lee style, until she gets kidnapped. Okay, that... Come here, you. Nope. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. That was somebody's fault. I don't know who I'm going to blame for it, but it was somebody's fault. It wasn't mine. I'm never going to blame myself for losing. Another fun fact is 3 of the voice actors that I look after and help out, like, they actually just had one of the biggest Sonic and Sega events yesterday. Corey Marshall, who voices Ryo Izuki in Shenmue. Lisa Wilkerson, that's been voicing this nice young lady since 2004, Jackie Bryant. And Eric Kelso, who's been voicing Jackie Bryant, who's her older brother, who's been voicing it since 1996. They were actually all at an event together. So it's crazy that we have voice actors that have been voicing the same character in Sega since like 1996, since I was in 10th grade. We got her this time. I told you, you guys thought I was gonna lose. I don't lose. I might lose. I just picked out the next... Really? You had to do that? You had to give me that fancy camera angle? See them... Watch the animation. Better run home to mama now. Actually, let me check and see if my mod is saying that we're having any issues. Let me make sure. Look. I think I finally got everything set up, but I always want to check. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. And fun fact, my name Project Katana was the secret code name for the Sega Dreamcast while it was still in development. Hey, that was not cool. No, no, no. Okay, hold on. My ADD just kicked it. I figured out the next game I want to play. So, give me 1 sec. I got my next game. Got my next game. Oh, what happened? Oh, there we go. Oh, come on. One sec. Cost of doing business with older systems. I am definitely playing this game right now because I have lots to discuss on it, and it's freaking amazing. So much to discuss. There we go. Come on, baby. They're older systems, so they get a little... So, oh, there we go. Here we go. Okay, I'm not even going to talk because I want you guys to just watch the opening cinema, and then I'm going to talk. Look at the smile. So, this game is called Fighters Mega Mix. This was Sega's love letter to everybody that loved Virtua Fighter, everybody that loved Virtua Fighter, Fighting Vipers. In 1997, when this game came out, they were working, Yu Suzuki and AM2 were working tirelessly to give Sega Saturn owners Virtua Fighter 3. The problem was, Virtua Fighter 3 was very advanced to the fact that the technology that goes into Virtua Fighter 3, which is Model 3 technology, was the same technology developed for NASA. So Sega and Lockheed Martin worked hand in hand to make the technology for these video game systems, and then NASA actually used it for their simulations in the 90s. So Virtua Fighter 3 had the highest polygon count out of any video game and held that record from 1996 to 1999. So the Sega Saturn, which was honestly never intended to do 3D type games, they had to make a choice. They knew that even if they were gonna make and put Virtua Fighter 3 on this, and there are demos of it, and there are pretty much finished versions of the game, but that required you to mail out your Sega Saturn and pay for an upgrade. And at that point, the Sega Saturn was already like in its kind of like, you know, death spiral, because it just wasn't doing well against the PlayStation, because it was never intended to go against the PlayStation. It was never meant to be a 3D system. So Yu Suzuki went with AM2 and developed Fighters Megamix, which is Sega's answer to what's that game that everybody loves? What's that fighting game on Nintendo? Smash Brothers. So we got this, and what he did was he put in a majority of the Virtua Fighter 3 moves into each character for their Virtua Fighter 3 counterparts, and then added in just... It's basically Sega showing us how much they cared, and knowing that there was just only so much they could do with the current technology. So we're gonna start. So this has Virtua... Oh my god, I can't wait. Okay, so who am I gonna pick? We should just go with Leon Rafal. Hey. So this basically takes all the beauty of Virtua Fighter and all the beauty of Fighters Megamix and gave us an amalgam. So you've got Virtua Fighter 3 moves in it, but then you have wall breaks that you had from Fighters Megamix. The difference is that they're using garage shading in this, which kept the frame rate really good, and they also added in things that we never got in Fighting Vipers because, again, of system limitations. So, ooh, watch me work, watch me work. That wasn't cool. I'm gonna knock you out of here. Come here. And you see that she has body armor, so her power gets weakened if you start knocking off her body armor. Here we go. Here we go. That wasn't cool. No. Y'all thought I was going to lose that. Again, people be thinking I'm going to lose. I'm not going to lose. I might lose. I'm probably going to lose. No pie. Ow pie. I'm going to give her the 5-piece. Ooh. Ow. I'm fine. You know what makes Toys for Tots amazing? The fact that they've been around for 75 years, And for every dollar they make, 97 cents of it goes to helping kids have an amazing holiday. During the worst economic times in our country's history, you have charities like that have survived 75 years because they do that. And to be working with 12 Days of Indie now on our 10th anniversary, to be honored to be working with them for this event is just epic.jpeg.truth. She just got me. So remember, for every dollar you donate, I do Optimus Prime. And then the corgis get Blueberry for every $5. For every $10, you're going to see me do curls in a Sonic shirt. I am wearing a Sonic shirt. And trust me, I got dictionaries for these definitions. Grace is a runway model. That was another cool thing in Fighting Vipers. Since it came out mid-90s when I was a kid. I was a teenager when it came out. So when they did Fighting Vipers 2 on the Dreamcast, they added in Charlie, who actually has a bike as well. But yeah, this girl is beating me up on inline skates. I mean, I'm still going to beat her. Not this round. And maybe not the next round, but eventually I will beat her. Just be positive. Everybody be positive. Yeah, Yoda? Told you I beat her. One sec. I just gotta. It was incredible, this event yesterday, the Sonic Sega Fan Jam. How many people were just enamored to meet the cast of Shenmue and Virtua Fighter. Oh. Hey, I'm going to need you to calm down with that. That was unnecessary. Okay. Everybody, I need everybody to focus. Everybody focus up. Focus up, people. Focus up. I never knew I gotta find out what fighting style Grace uses. I know Leon Rafal uses Mantis, or Northern style praying Mantis. We got her this time though. I'm gonna knock her out of here. Oh, she just tripped me. This one I got. There we go. Ow. Fine. I want to break the armor so I could show you guys something. Here we go. I got her. I got her. I don't got her. Ooh. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Broke her armor off. Don't fall. Caught it. Y'all thought I was gonna drop it. Everybody focus. Oh, I got her with it. I'm gonna get it perfect. I told you I wasn't gonna get it perfect. Ow, I'm fine. I'm fine adjacent. Who's that? Ooh, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Y'all thought I was going to lose that. That scared me a little. Better run home to mama now. Uh-oh. So Jane, from Fighting Vipers, is based off of Vasquez and Aliens, as you can tell. And fun fact, Sega had that property all the way up until 2013 for Alien Isolation. So yeah, that was a property that Sega's had since the Genesis. Y'all remember Vasquez from Alien? Don't kick me. Don't guy kick me when I'm down. So yeah, I was going to do the new Sega Genesis, but I just, you know, we were talking about the Sega Saturn, and there's... Ow? I'm fine. I'm good. I was talking about the Sega Saturn last stream, and I'm like, there's so much amazing Sega Saturn stuff that you know, there's just so much amazing Sega Saturn stuff. So I might actually play the only sports game I've ever played. I'm probably going to end up playing it tonight on stream. Oh, so Doral, so sad fact is Doral is Kagemaru's mom, which is the ninja in the game. She was actually kidnapped and turned into that. The mom was going to be the head of the ninja clan after the father was assassinated. So Kagemaru has a very similar story to Ryohazuki. Hey, what's up, Cliffy? Welcome in, thank you. Down now. You ain't beating me. It's all about the Sonic Cat, baby. What a knucklehead. Okay, so I remember when I got this game, right? I was in 11th grade when this game came out. I went and picked it up. So, for people that don't know this, Virtual Cop was the first, like, rail shooter game. Hey, what's up? Virtual Cop was the first rail shooter game where you actually got points for doing justice shots. Since you are an officer of the law in this game, if you actually shot them in the shoulder and disarmed them, it was called a justice shot and the points are worth more. But Janet was from Virtual Cop 2, and since they couldn't introduce new Virtual Fighter characters into this, like Virtual Fighter 3 characters, they basically took off all of Io's moves and gave them to Janet. So we're getting a Virtual Cop level in this game with a Virtual Cop character. She does Daitoru Yuaki Jujitsu, which is, and then the Korean version of it is Hapkyusu, and that's the style I took for 4 years before I started doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And fun fact about that, if you ever watch the anime Samurai Champloo, the classically trained samurai with the 4 diamonds, that's Daitariaki Jiu-Jitsu. Hear the sirens in the back. Oh, this game. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I've always wanted them to do a collection of Fighters Megamix digital CDs so you can get all the pictures. That's Sarah from Virtua Fighter 3. So I'm going to show you, the next game we're going to play, I'm going to show you what the Sega Saturn was meant for, like why it's like ability to shine. And it's all based off of, and I talked about this on my last stream, because as I said, I own arcade machines. So it was games like this, the stronger Capcom 2D games. So basically, if you ever to wonder when you were younger what a Street Fighter or an X-Men vs. Street Fighter, any of the Capcom games look like in arcades, this is like what you get in the arcade. And in my machine back there, in my new Astro City cab, I've got X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and then this is Aliens vs. Predator, and then I've got Darkstalkers downstairs. So the reason why the Saturn actually came out was because they wanted to combat against Neo Geo, because Neo Geo was wrecking the market in regards to 2D games, fighting games. So I'm going to show you... Oh, there he is, Yu Suzuki! That's the guy that made Shenmue. Okay, so hold on one sec. I'm going to show you the next game. So excited, so excited, so excited, so excited. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, 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 okay. That was the same opening for all the Resident Evils up until 3. I mean past 3. Okay. So this is Marvel Superheroes vs. freaking Street Fighter. This was the only time in console history that we had an arcade perfect version of a game like this. And what makes this even more amazing that it was the second major collaboration, and this is what gave us Marvel vs. Capcom. So yes, this is arcade perfect. Here we go.
Welcome to the adventure. Choose your alter ego.
Yes, Tose. Okay, who should we pick?
Ready, fight!
Hadouken! I still think Street Fighter was better when they kept it 2D with the hand the hand drawn stuff. I think hand drawn. I mean, somebody drew this, guys. Like this wasn't put on a computer. These are all hand drawn cells. Give me work. Time to make the donuts. Uh-oh. Okay, that wasn't cool. Oh boy. Gambit was in Gambit's in X-Men for Street Fighter. I will play as Gambit for you after this. This was Marvel Superheroes, so it was more based off of the Marvel Superheroes lineup. And then they had X-Men vs Street Fighter, which came out before this. There's Omega Red, which was Russia's answer to Wolverine.
Ready. Fight.
Yoga. Hadouken. Come here. Yoga Flame. But this is so. What makes this amazing, guys, is this is the Alpha series. So this is like when Ken and Ryu were like in their early to late teens. That's why Ryu in this has red hair, because he dyed his hair right before Street Fighter 1 to fight Sagat. Sagat. That was how Sagat got the scar. He fought an unknown fighter, and he had no idea that he was going to actually lose. Say hello to that thing. Here we go. I want to do a Sharu Repa for you guys. Uh-oh. Ooh, you saw that block? He's so mad. Oh, somebody clip that for me. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, I got him with the Sharu Repa. Ow. I'm fine. No blocking that, Russia. Yeah, Toze!
Come on.
Come on! Oh, Chun-Li.
Showtime.
There he is! What's up, Parker? That wasn't cool. Hold on, what game do I have? You know, where I'm gonna. You know what's great is I have like 2.5 hours or whatever I have, so I get to just pick out what I want to play. I think I'm gonna do my Dreamcast next. Shoryuken. Which means I get to bust out one of my fancy Dreamcast controllers. I'm still gonna win this. Oh! Didn't think I was gonna bring the doctor in. This is how we do it. Ultimate Spider. Who's next? Look at Banner. Now, Shumagurith who they had to rename because it was still under Fox when they were making when something was going on. They actually you see Shumagurath in the new Doctor Strange movie. You see Peter Parker? Look, back. Come over here. Come here, Dan. I actually have a story about Dan. So Dan's dad was one of the best martial artists in the world, and he went up against Sagat and died in their fight. So Dan went to Ken and Ryu's master. By the way, that's Peter Parker right there. That's freaking Peter Parker right there. So Dan went to Ken and Ryu's master and started getting trained, and then the master realized he was going to use the art for revenge. So he kicked him out and stopped training him. So another lesson there, you know, because the style that Ken and Ryu use is it's an assassination style, and only people that can control themselves were able to actually learn it. And Ken and Ryu's master was not going to train somebody who had hatred in their heart and vengeance in their heart. Yeah, so Dan was kicked out and never learned the rest of the style. That's why his Hadouken is very tiny. Here we go. But yeah, Shumagurath, they had to rename him, but that was the star. That was the big squid that you saw at the beginning of the Doctor Strange movie. I don't know why they changed him. Hadouken! Hadouken means surge fist in Japanese, by the way. They're throwing their ki at you. Y'all thought I was gonna lose that. 100% thought I was gonna lose that. They're like, there's no way he's winning. There's no way Project... I just dropped my controller. Because I'm trying to keep this... I want my Sonic hat to just stay on me. We're fine. Ooh! Sakura is obsessed with Ryu and started his fan club and wanted to be taken under Ryu's wing as a student. And Ryu at that point didn't think that he was ready to train somebody, so she taught herself the style and is literally like a phenom at it. Yeah, so she can throw fireball, she can do everything. Dan was trained for years and can't do a quarter of the stuff that Sakura can do. Including the hurricane kick. See? Ooh, gotcha. Uh-oh. Very big guy. How about a Sharu Reppa for you? Ooh, he went right into that. Marvelous! Ow. Dude is picking up Earth. She just beat me. She just got me. I just got. Because my hat came off. I'm blaming my hat.
Continue.
Yes, I want to pick out. That wasn't. See, the problem was what had happened was. Okay, we're going to. Yeah, let's go, bub. Do we use Akuma? Thumbs up, soldier.
Let's go, bub.
Ready. Fight.
Drill claw.
Yeah! Fun fact, Wolverine's first appearance was actually in Hulk, Incredible Hulk 181. He was the first Canadian superhero. Oh boy. Oh, there she is. Oh, I was trying to leave. Thumbs up, soldier. Okay, I blocked that. See Rogue and Gambit? There you go. There's Rogue and Gambit back there for you. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what happened there. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. I picked the wrong characters. That was not my fault.
Continue. 8. 7.
Okay. Captain America did nothing for us. Cap, you failed.
Alter ego. Wolverine.
Let's rock. Let's rock.
I put the two guys together that hate each other the most.
Let's go, bub.
Ready. Fight.
Drill claw.
No, you don't, Chuckles. Right. Oh, no. Ha! Swapped it out that time. Get her, Scott. Oh, you went the wrong way. Gene Splice. Got her! Oh boy. Oh no.
Fatal Flaw. KO. Wolverine.
Rookie. That's the same voice from the X-Men animated series, by the way. Rookie. Think about it. You're having Capcom artists draw Marvel stuff in this.
Let's go, bub.
Ready. Fight.
Yes! Okay. Okay, we see if we can pop him down a little lower. Because he's about to drop out. I thought he was definitely going to drop out. Got him! God, I love the animation of Spider-Man in this. Ow. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do after this one. I think I want to do some Marvel vs. Capcom for you guys, but I want to bust out. Hold on, let me bust out my. You guys are getting the full. What did you just do to my? Lady, you're weird. Hold on, let me grab my. Good. That fell. Where is my good controller? That fell. Sega Saturn. Hi. Bow now, bow. Bow now. See, when you're a retro streamer, you gotta have tons of different, because I play everything on the original consoles. But I went and got myself early this year, good fights, very, very good controllers specifically made for Capcom fighters. Just don't know where I put them. Oh, my Nemesis Funko Pop. Ugh, my Pepsi hat. I thought they were like right here. They're supposed to be right here. All right, we'll use the standard. Hi, puppy. Hi. Where are my controllers? I have so much stuff in this room. Wait, is it back here? Oh, hi, Yoda. Oh, you're so handsome. Okay, so I want to play Dreamcast after this one, because I want to show you some of the some other things. Actually, no, I want to do some more Sega Saturn, and then I want to do some Dreamcast. Let's go, bub. Rookie. The first mutant. Apocalypse.
Ready. Fight!
I was so happy when I first beat this in arcades. I was like, that was so easy. I'm the man. Nope.
Let's go, Bub.
Ready. Fight!
Drill claw. Let's go.
Okay, we got half off of him, but now we've got Cyclops. So unless we can get a super, it's gonna get really. Wait. Okay. Okay, I want to pick out a couple more Sega Saturn games, and then we're gonna switch. Give me 1 sec. I want to do a couple more Sega Saturn games. It's a rare opportunity for me to, like, you know, hang out with all you amazing people. Remember, we're doing this all for Toys for Tots, who just celebrated their 75th anniversary. So please, whatever you can donate. For $1, I will do the best Optimus Prime impersonation you'll ever hear in your life. For $5, the Corgis get blueberries live on stream. And for $10, I will literally do curls in here with 20-pound dumbbells. I'll tell you what, for every $10 donation, I will do 20 curls in each arm with 20-pound dumbbells. All right, I want to find something really, really special. Really, really special. So let's just go through. Okay, I think I know what I want to play. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. The only sports game I've ever played. Wait for it.
Welcome to
NBA Jam! So I always pick the rookies because you got Jason Kidd. Oh no. I picked Montrose first.
Tonight's matchup versus Magic. Here's the tip.
Get that ball, Montrose. Hit it.
Launches a three. Montrose, yeah!
There it is. Count it.
Yes. Kill. Montrose. What a shot. Delivers the face on the hook shot. Get two. Grant. Grant. Yes.
Head fake.
Montrose.
Oh.
Anderson. Kill.
Yes. All right, we're still 3 up. We're still 3 up.
Grant. What a shot. Kill.
Goaltending.
Grant. What a shot. Yes.
There it is. Count it.
Anderson grabs the rebound. He's heating up.
Oh no. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
Montrose. Yes. Grant. Anderson.
What the heck just happened?
Grant.
It's gonna be cheating.
Montrose. Anderson. grabs the rebound.
How is that not goaltending? Ref, open your eyes.
Kill. Montrose. Yes.
Ooh, that was pretty.
Anderson. Boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka.
Launches a three. Grant the floor. Launches a three.
Okay. Okay, that was. I'll give him that. Give me that ball back. Give me that ball back. Give me that ball back.
Anderson.
Right.
Launches a three.
What the heck was that?
Rebound. Anderson. Boom shakalaka.
Ruh-roh, Shaggy. Ruh-roh, Shaggy. Okay, come on, everybody, don't panic. Everybody, we're fine. Like a 6-foot baby giraffe. Will you get the shot in?
He's heating up.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like this game's cheating. I just gotta get back Jason Kidd. Come on.
The score is tied.
You know about that. Come here. Don't do it. Guys, I thought 100%. I thought 100% that he was going to make that shot from all the way across the court. Also, fun fact, this was one of the first times in history where a video game company did not want to pay the players in this. So professional athletes like Jordan, and Jordan refused to be in NBA Jam. Dennis Rodman wasn't even in the Saturn version. He was in the Genesis version. And then once the Saturn version came out, he was like, no, if you're not going to pay us, we're not going to be in the game. And then Shaq jumped on that as well. And same with Charles Barkley. But yeah, this is mostly what I play on stream. Like I'm a Sega retro streamer. And then sometimes I bust out arcade. I've got 3 Sega arcade machines, and I do stuff with Sega. So like, I've been playing Sega stuff since 1983. Hey, look how much better, look at watch the shot. This shot's going in, I'm calling it. Okay, I missed it. Got it back though. I knew he was gonna make that. I wasn't even worried about it. I wasn't even worried. Don't do it. Get the ball. Okay, watch me work. This one's going in. Call my shot like Babe Ruth.
Excuse me.
Come on, kid. Kid, you don't usually ever miss. Don't make that shot. What was that? Y'all saw that? NBA Jam! I just made a shot from across the court. I got to adjust my Sonic helmet. So, funny enough, I freaking adore this. Sega sent me a care package. The amazing Danny at Sega Forever sent me a care package, and this was in it, and I thought it would be so uncomfortable to wear, but it's not. It is freaking amazing. Oh, my back itches because there's so much muscle back there. So yes, remember, please, we're doing this today for Toys for Tots charity. They've been around for 75 freaking years. For every dollar they make, 97 cents of it goes to making sure that kids have a great holiday. It is not a kid's fault that their parents cannot afford to get them gifts. So Toys for Tots, which has been around for 75 years now, for every dollar, 97 cents goes into making sure that kids have a great holiday season. For every dollar, I will do one of the best Optimus Prime voices you've ever heard. For every $5, the Corgis are going to get blueberries live on stream. And for every $10 donation, I will do 20-pound curls, 20 curls each arm with 20-pound dumbbells for every $10 donation. And you guys get to see Sega Saturn and Sega Dreamcast games. You guys get me for like the next 2.5 hours. Hashtag winning. We're only winning by 1 point. Give me that ball. I got it. Make it. Y'all thought that was not going to happen. Y'all thought 100% that was not going to happen. Give me that ball. Give me the ball. Also, fun fact again, I am that much of a Sega fan that my name, ProjectKatana, was the code name for the Sega Saturn. Here we go. This one's going in. Watch me work. Let me read this. The NBA Jam was a game you could love even if you didn't. Exactly. That's the thing. Like that's what I love about NBA Jam. And the fact that you can put in if you played in the arcade, you could get Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. You can make their heads big. You can make them miniature. You could change Dennis Rodman's hair around in the Genesis version. It's just, so good. I firmly believe that the hype of video games, the golden age of gaming was 1993 to 2004. Okay. Everybody, we need to focus up here because we're only 3 points ahead. But Jason Kidd's about to sink this bucket. Thought he was going to sink this bucket. Block it. Get the ball. No.
We're through. He's heating up.
Here we go. Make it.
Score.
Oh, so good.
Hardaway. We're through.
Nope.
Is it the shoes?
Is it the shoes? That would be Virtual. And name any great game. That would be Virtua Fighter 4, Virtua Fighter Quest. And then let's start 90s. Virtual Fighter, Virtual Racing, the dawn of the 32-bit system. Within that time frame, we had Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. Oh no, he's on. I got it. Pass it to me. Pass it. I can't let them keep shooting. They're on fire right now. Give me that ball. Get the ball. Here we go. We're fine. At least we got rid of it. Because they can just keep. Okay, you need to stop missing. Come on. Pass it. Come on. You almost kind of wish that they get hit with the goaltending when you're at that 3-point. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Shaggy. Yes, it's got, it's so many. So many characters in. You can play a scorpion in the arcade. And then. Okay. Here it is. That's in. Come on, kid.
Is it the shoes?
It's not the show. Don't start with that. With the shoes. Okay, they. Oh my gosh, we're down by 6 now. Okay, we're fine. Everybody don't panic. Everybody stay focused. We've got this. Okay, how bad is he injured? Oh, God, he's injured so bad. Okay. We're gonna have to check. Alright, we'll bring in Hill and Dumas. I'm playing against Anthony Hardaway. Java, are you a Sonic fan, Java? Have you ever played any of the GameCube games in 2004? Like Sonic Mega Collection? Sonic Mega Collection was incredible because it was the first time that we got a full version of Sonic the Fighters and Sonic CD on any system besides the Sega CD. Here we go. That's in. Oh, I gotta stop calling my shots. I think every time I do that, the game's like, nope. Uh-oh. All right, we're 5 points down, people. 5 points down. I got to adjust my Sonic hat. That's why we're losing. Here it is. Everybody just focus.
Hill, Hardaway, grabs the rebound.
That was embarrassing. Give me that ball. Oh, come on, ref!
Hill.
He's heating up! Give me that ball! How's that not goaltending?
Hill.
There it is. He's on fire! Get the ball.
From the outside. Hardaway.
when you're on fire, you can't miss.
Hill. Anderson. From the outside. Delivers one to the three. Hill. He's on fire.
He's on fire! I'm back like a vertebrae.
From the outside.
That's in.
He's on fire.
Woo! Give me that ball.
One to the three. He's on fire.
Take that game. Uh-oh. Get the ball, get the ball, get the ball, get the ball. No! We just lost our on fire, guys. We just lost our on fire. You should get it for like more than... Alright, y'all saw that, right? Watch this. Goaltending.
Anderson. Hardaway. One to the three.
That was unintentional. Here it is. That's the shot, though. That's in, baby.
Hill.
That's in. Come on, count it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hardaway. Anderson. Hardaway.
Come on.
Hill.
Come on.
Hill. Hardaway. Grabs the rebound. Anderson. Anderson.
Come on, come on, come on. The Jimmy Dolan shake and bake. That's in. Count it, baby. Count it. Get the ball.
Hill.
There it is.
Hardaway.
How are you missing these?
What a shot. He's
Basketball players would get paid less if they missed.
Hill.
I just thought of a way to make games more interesting. Give me the ball.
Anderson. He's on fire.
Oh, no. How did I just lose that commanding lead?
One to the three. Yeah. Hardaway. Yeah. Yeah.
I blocked that. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Anderson. Hardaway. He's heating up.
He's heating up. Okay, we still have a commanding lead of just, well, we still have 4 points, guys. 4 points. I believe in us. I need to drink more of my Dr. Pepper. Look, oh my gosh, they're both so hurt. Alright, so we're gonna bring in Montrose and I'm gonna use Kid. Head fake!
Finds the hole. Is it the shoes?
It's not the shoes! That's the biggest insult in the game, is that the shoes.
One to the three. Finds the hole.
Oh, that was two. Oh my gosh, that was 2 for 2, guys. That was 2 for 2.
Is it the shoes? Kid. Grant.
Also, remember, guys, please, we're doing this for the amazing charity
Yeah.
Toys for Tots. So for every dollar you guys donate, I will be doing the best Optimus Prime impersonation ever. For every $5, the corgis, my 2 beautiful corgis, get blueberries live on stream. And for every $10, I will do curls with 20-pound dumbbells. I'll even do 20 curls in each arm with 20-pound dumbbells. That's in. That's not in. I gotta stop calling my shots. No!
He's heating up.
Ruh-roh. Okay, everybody focus. This is the last quarter. Everybody focus.
Kid,
Come on.
is it the shoes?
This game is NBA Jam!
Grant.
Get the ball, get the ball, get the ball, get the ball. We're playing NBA Jam Tournament Edition on the Sega Saturn. Your mind is made of rotten.
Hardaway.
Get the ball, get the ball.
Hardaway.
Block it. Okay. We need to hit like 3 more threes and I'll feel a little bit more.
Launches a 3.
Ruh-roh,
Grant.
Shaggy.
Gets 2.
There it is. That wasn't lucky. That was all skill, baby.
Hardaway.
He left him wide open. He left him wide open. Come on, baby. Perfect.
Is it the shoes?
It is the shoes. See, I can say that when it's me. When I do good with it, I can say it's the shoes.
Hardaway. Montrose.
Really, game?
Hardaway.
No. Heck.
Grant. He's heating up.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Shaggy. Ruh-roh. Wide open, baby. Make that shot.
Brick. Hardaway.
Uh-oh.
Grant. Hardaway.
That one. Okay, that was. Okay, I'll give him that. That was goaltending. I was trying to justify that.
Kid.
That's in.
Hardaway. Hardaway. Hello.
We're not looking good here, guys.
Kid.
Ready. I got it.
Grant. Launches a 3. Hardaway. Is it the shoes?
I love how they can miss like 3 shots in a row and still manage to get the ball back.
Kid.
That's in.
Kid. Grant.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Hardaway. Montrose.
Y'all thought I was gonna lose. Y'all thought I was gonna lose. Y'all thought I was gonna lose, and I won. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm here all week. Tip your waitress or your waiter. Look how many points. Look how many 3 points I had. Okay, hold on. Let me pick out a new game. Give me 1 sec. Y'all are in for a treat, baby. Y'all are in for a treat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I try. You know, that was, at the end of the day, it's all about the skill set. Okay, so I just brought out, so again, I am a Sega Retro streamer. Hello, everybody that's joining. Thank you for all the amazing people that are joining right now. Again, I'm ProjectKatana, working with 12 Days of Indie. I am a Sega Retro streamer. I work with Sega. I do projects with Sega. I look after voice actors for Sega. And we're just so happy that you guys are in here with us today hanging out. So let's bust out some old school stuff. Let's bust out some old school stuff. That's why we're here. That's why I am up at 6 o'clock in the morning right now. And that's why we've had these amazing moderators. For the last 12 days, we have been doing marathon streams to try to make money for Toys for Tots. For every 97 cents, for every dollar they make, 97 cents of that goes to helping a kid get a gift during the holiday season. And we've been working with them now for 10 years. Okay, I'm going to unuse. Now preparing your Dynamite Cop. Here we go. What's the bonus game? So for any of you Yakuza fans out there, there are a lot of bosses from Dynamite Cop that are in your as bosses in Yakuza Like a Dragon. So you can't play Dynamite Cop. I guess we're playing Caribbean. I mean, we're gonna go as Gene.
Go, move it!
Okay, this is Model 3 Naomi technology, guys. What? Wait, you have a... Okay, so you see that Blast City right there? That's an actual arcade called the Sega Blast City. I have the older version of it behind me on camera, which is called the new Astro City cab. These are cabs called candy cabs that they actually make from Sega. So the fact that that's in here, I love that type. I love when Sega advertises their own stuff in their games. It's epic.jpeg.true. Oh, it's a Ninja Turtle. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
Poor baby.
Okay, here we go. Come on. So yes, my namesake, everyone. This game is called Dynamite Cop. I just got so lucky. This game is called Dynamite Deca, aka Dynamite Cop, which is the sequel to Die Hard Arcade, which came out on the Sega Saturn. And for anybody that doesn't agree that Die Hard's the best Christmas movie, I don't even know what to say anymore. But yes, this is kind of like the spiritual successor to Die Hard Arcade. Did I just get a rocket launcher? You're fine.
Hurry up with that bomb! And where
He's
is
a
that
boss
girl?
in Yakuza Like a
Find
Dragon.
her and bring her to me.
Worst Ninja Turtle cosplay ever. Best Ninja Turtles, Raphael. You know what's incredible about the Ninja Turtles, or I should say specifically Splinter, is he gave his sons the weapons that directly are the antithesis of their personalities. Think about it. He gave Michelangelo the most complex weapon. He gave Donatello, the smartest, the basic of weapons. He gave Raphael, who's the most volatile, the softest of weapons. And then he gave the leader the only weapon that's actually an edged blade. Am I throwing apples at you? What Ninja Turtle? Wait a minute. What Ninja Turtles game were you playing in here? And how come you didn't make me aware of that? But let me ask you this. In the chat right now, who is your favorite Ninja Turtle? Raphael's my favorite. I want to know who's favorite. Oh my god, Shredder's Revenge is so good. Have you played Streets of Rage 4? See? Raphael is the best Ninja Turtle. And how are all of them born in New York, but Raphael's the only one with a New York accent? How? Okay, so you like Leonardo. I just messed up. We're fine. There's John McClane right there. No, you don't. Ow.
Come on!
How you like that? How you like them apples? Hey, I don't know, Cliffy. I don't know, like, what Raphael did to you, but I need you to just reiterate that whole statement saying that Raphael's the best. Okay, friend? Okay, this guy's wolf cosplay. My dude thinks he's an altered beast. Have a chair. I don't know what she just did. So you guys do know that in continuity right now, the last Ronin is Michelangelo, which that was the first one that Eastman and Laird actually drew. baguette. No!
Come on!
We're fine.
Not even.
A Jose Canseco belt? Tell me, you didn't pay money for this. Well, I gotta read what else. Okay, I'm mistaken. Is there one weapon worse than a nunchuck? The double-ended. There is a similar weapon to that, and I know that because it's in Last Bronx. But remember, ninja were the peasant uprising against the samurai, so most of ninja weapon were actually used as farming equipment, minus the katana, like sais and bow staff. Where all of that was used on farms because ninja were literally the uprising against samurai, except for the sword. But I know there is a weapon that is like nunchaku, but it has the curvy thing on it. That's the word we're gonna use. A curvy thing. Curvy. Okay, this guy. Here we go. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Yeah, that's unnecessary. Come here, Chuckles. You just throw a carrot bomb at me? Run!
Haven't you found her yet? Never mind. It's time. You're nothing.
I'm shooting at the wrong one! Has anybody in the chat tried out Sonic Frontiers yet? It's so freaking good! Tecmo Bowl! I just got the power up. Cosplay convention. These guys are quite crabby. Did you just try to do... Come here, you. Oh no, I missed the power up.
Let's go.
Help me!
No! My weapon.
You're nothing.
That's mean.
Poor baby.
You're nothing.
Yeah, I like that. We're fine. Come on, dude. Here we go. Got him. Health, health, health. Oh, I gotta get. Release the Kraken. It's literally a Kraken. What do I use? Harsh language? Yes, and remember, for every dollar you donate, I will do the best Optimus Prime voice ever. For every $5 you donate, the corgis get blueberries live on stream, which is the cutest thing ever. .jpeg.truth. And then for every $10 you donate, I will do curls with 20-pound dumbbells. We're fine. We're fine adjacent. Is there a weapon? There we go. Just throw my harpoon gun? Ooh, that's hurting. That's hurting them. We're fine. Here we go. Because up. It's okay, baby birds. Chaos. Chaos, I love you. I've got baby birds named Chaos, Emerald, and Bean the Dynamite. Here we go. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, okay, here we go. Ooh, that hurt. I was hoping to get some energy there. Recognize him? That is one of the animals you ride in Golden Axe. Come out here like a wrecking ball, Miley. It would have been cool. Oh. It would have been cool if I could have rode it. That's would have had like Golden Axe. Excuse me. This is a lovely room of death. Wolf cosplay!
You're nothing. You're nothing.
It looks like Jack Skeleton. supposed to simulate Die Hard Arcade. Well, Die Hard, where he loses his clothes throughout the game. That poor turtle! Yes, I got some health. Oh, I missed. This came out on, this was the Japanese market one, but yeah, it's similar though. I mean, Dynamite Deca is still Dynamite Cop. They call Die Hard Arcade Dynamite Deca in Japan as well. I like Die Hard Arcade a little bit better because it's essentially John McClane. I mean, it is John McClane. I am a Sega fan. I've really never played much Nintendo. I've been playing Sega since 1983, since my SG-1000. I do like that Nintendo had Resident Evil stuff, and that's one of the few non-Sega game series that I love. I love Resident Evil, Parasite Eve, Final Fantasy XIV. Got him. Okay, that was... Yeah, I had a Nintendo when they came out. I just never played it. I had the Atari. But yeah, once I started getting Sega systems, that was it. I mean, we are playing on an original Dreamcast right now. What's awesome is the VMU on the Dreamcast has the character you're playing as.
Poor baby.
I'm sorry. Did I just get a bow and arrow? Oh, I haven't even seen it yet. I have not even seen it yet. Is that the one with Chris Pratt, right? Nothing will beat the original Mario Brothers movie. John Leguizamo, Bob Hoskins, epic. How come I don't get his weapon? Right. I'm excited that we're getting. Speaking of video game stuff, we're getting a new Sonic animated series or computer animated series on Netflix, and there's rumors that Sega is going to do.
Watch out!
Are you kidding me? They're supposed to be my friend. There's rumors that Sega's going to be doing a live action Streets of Rage, which would be epic.
He's fish bait by now.
We were friends. You were supposed to be the chosen one. You were meant to stop the Sith, not join them. You're either with me or against me. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must. Give me this axe.
Poor baby.
I'm fine.
Poor baby.
I'm not fine. All right, Cliffy, thank you so much for watching. You rule.
Poor baby. Poor baby.
Help me!
Okay, that's me.
So there you are. I've been expecting you. I have changed my body to destroy you. some fun.
Right. That's not right. Ruh-roh, Shaggy. I got guns too. But he's got rockets. Oh, ready to my dude just brought out ready to rumble.
Sucker.
We just got a new Sega system last week. The Genesis Mini, which is now the fourth Sega system that's been created since 2019 by Sega since the Dreamcast. Ready to Rumble's so good.
Sucker.
Did he just call me sucker?
Sucker.
Ow! Alright, everybody, we're fine. We got this.
Sucker.
Sucker! Yeah! Dude, let me pick up my weapon at least.
Sucker.
Okay, I can't even get close to him. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Watch me work, people. Watch me work. Wait, why are they giving me more health?
Thank you for saving my life again.
See? Alright. Okay, what's your next? What's your next? What's your next? So excited. Playing Dreamcast to all you amazing people. Alright, let's see what we got next, guys. Let's look. I got skills. They're multiplying. Let's see. Da na 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 na. Na na na. Oh, I got a surprise.
Where is the president's daughter?
Yeah. over yet.
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 3. Prepare for battle.
One box could leave you messed up and fractured. Lockings, uppercuts, they may leave you captured. May the best fighter win and win again. Battle to the top until his life ends. But if his life ends and he starts to decay, may one of his street soldiers avenge things. See you talking to the game, you talking to me. I got enough to read and more soldiers to battle.
So pack up your rules, pack up your dice.
Fighters ready. Engage. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
I have a story about these two. Yes, they did. Okay, so Yun and Yin are the two twins in this game, and their dad or their granddad is Yin, who was fighting against the original Street Fighter 1. And there it is right there. There's his brother. His twin brother.
Fighters ready. Engage. Let's go.
like puts his head down.
Check it out now. Third strike, yo. Yo, check it out now. Third strike, yo.
Okay, this is the tough one. We'll fight again.
That makes sense. Battle. Go for it.
For every dollar you donate, I will do an Optimus Prime voice. For every $5, of course, you get blueberries live on stream. Actually, you know what? I want you guys to see the merchandise. I'm gonna bring one of the corgis in here so you can see how cute they are. Who should I bring in here? Well, hello. The first one I see. Hello, love. Come here, Leia. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Leia. And for everybody that's been watching our amazing streams this week, she is the main character in the game Korg of the Dead that me and my buddy created, which is about 2 corgis defending the Queen of England during a zombie apocalypse. So yeah, this is Leia. Leia. Hi. Mwah. So that's Leia. You want to come up next? Calm down. Come here. You want to come up? Come here. You come up. And then this is my big boy Yoda. This is player 2 in Korg of the Dead. And you can play as both of them in Korg of the Dead on Steam. Exactly how it sounds. Yeah. So yes, I will give these babies blueberries. So can I have a kiss? Oh, you're such a sweet boy. Look at this baby. This is my children. Okay, we'll go down. Okay, go ahead. Go down. Yeah? So handsome. So those are my baby puppies, my fox bunny bears. Don't leave. Amazing people during the event. We're actually playing our game on stream. It was a huge honor. Let's go. The game is $15. Let's go.
Prepare to strike. Now. Let's go.
Really?
You lose. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 3. Prepare for battle.
Art of
One box
fighting,
to
yes.
leave
Art of
you
fighting is
messed up in
incredible.
fraction. Blocking
Art of
cuts they
fighting.
may need to
I'll tell you
capture.
something.
May the best fighter
show you
win
guys
and win again. Battle to the top until his life ends. But if his life ends and he starts to decay, may one of his street soldiers avenge things.
See you talking to the game, couldn't be talking to me. I got enough to beat and more soldiers to bury. You know we just clicked in and made you realize this game is twice as hard. You see that with your own eyes.
You're on the way to choose your type of life cause you gotta. I tell you from now, which fighter will be the hotter. I don't anything you want, this what? Just practice. Just challenge me when you're ready with your tactics. High punch and spin kicks, watch your back split. I see you in the air when I make you back flip.
Select 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
This is the
Choose
actual
and pick
arcade
the best one.
MVS part for Neo Geo. That's the original Art of Fighting
Select
brought
to
up.
make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That makes sense.
Are you ready? Go.
No, I didn't want to go get Alex. Hold on one sec, since Rexy's up real quick. Rexy, can you check DM really quick? I just messaged you, Rex. Okay. Okay, one sec. I just talked to the big boss queen. Just give me 1 second. Everybody focus. She just gave me the green light on something. My head mod, who's been amazing. I think he was only here till 8 though. He might have went to bed. Is Edvard. Oh, cool. Is here. So remember, for every $1 we get, I will do an Optimus Prime impersonation. For every $5, you just saw the merchandise. The corgis will get blueberries on stream. And I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. For every $20 donation we get, or $10 donation we get, I will do 20 curls with 20-pound dumbbells in each arm. All right, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys get to see the two corgis that I just held up for you. This is called Corgi the Dead. So this is a game about my two corgis. And they're saving the queen during a zombie apocalypse. Now, we started working on this game in 2019. So, I did not know we were going to lose her. But this is a team of two that have been working on this. So, you just got to see the two corgis. And now you're going to get to see some Corgi the Dead. Let's see if we get some luck. So, I made Leia the first player character because not enough video games have a strong female lead. So, no, you don't. Good morning. I'm gonna go get some Egg McMuffins after this. And yes, this was the amazing Rexy and everybody. This was a sponsored game. It was a big honor to be in the sponsored video. But yeah, so I love my corgis to death. And when we were designing the game, we wanted to make it where the corgis are always together, just how they are in real life. So you swap between them.
Falling back.
Covering.
Ooh, hold on. And we have some amazing voice actors in this. For anybody that's a Shenmue fan, obviously I'm probably one of the biggest Shenmue fans you'll ever meet. The final boss in Corgi the Dead is the lead actor from Shenmue, Corey Marshall. We have Amy Smith, who is one of the biggest characters in a bunch of video games. She's in one of these bigger card games now, and I'm drawing a blank on the name, but yeah, she just got into that game. We've got we went and hired so many amazing voice actors for the game, voice actresses for the game. And when we designed the game in 2019, we had just lost Dolores O'Riordan, the lead singer of the Cranberries. So, we put into this back alley, since the game is about zombies, What's in Your Head from her song Zombie, in honor of her.
Falling back.
Out of ammo. Hold on. Ooh, that was good. So you need coins, so you'll see why. And this game is still in early development, so we're about 4 levels in, but we just revamped all of Leia's animations have been revamped. We added on tons of new frames. So now when Leia runs, her ears actually jiggle because that's what happens when she runs in real life. Out of ammo. Out of ammo. The voice you're hearing for Oda is Ray. He's amazing. And then the voice for Leia is Jade. And since, obviously, their favorite treat in the world is blueberries, that's what their power-ups are in the game. So, in continuity, the storyline is that England has fallen, and the remaining heads of states are trying to get to the bunker in the United States of America. When they leave Heathrow and land in Washington, they're overrun. So Leia, who's the head of the Queen's detail and detachment through an SAS and Beefeater program, her and her brother Oda, because I didn't want to get sued by Disney, divert a horde of zombies so the queen can actually go the opposite way. So the whole game is about you trying to get back to your mom, who you're protecting. And we did a lot of things that were unique in this. Like when I wrote the storyline, it does pass the Beichel test, or Beichel test. Leia only relies on herself, and she takes orders only from one person in the game, which is the Queen of England. She's in charge of the whole entire detachment. Also, we're a huge fan of Shaun of the Dead. That's why you have it there. You've got red on you, and then when you go in here, you get the famous cricket bat from Shaun of the Dead.
Out of ammo.
But yeah, what you're seeing here is the aftermath of the zombie apocalypse. And they outnumber humans 200,001. So this is really cool. Since my name is Ben and my partner's name is Ben, or my game developer partner, we named it BB, Ben Arcade. So, and then our famous shopkeeper is Leo, who is named after a friend of mine's cat who passed away. And when you say hi to him, and this is like where you get your tokens, and then this is your inventory. So like you have your five blueberries right now. I have no weapon states, so I gotta buy some weapons. I don't have enough coins to do that right now. One of the Queen's corgis, would that make her a corgi or a dorky? Well, we should say it just in case. All the runners. Ben put these in and didn't tell me he was going to do it. And yeah, they're very fast. We wanted it to where the zombies do real damage to you up close, so you got to get them fast. Or if you don't, it's going to hurt. Big pop in Get up. Ooh, we just got double coins. Get the point. Alright, let's give him some blueberries.
Out of ammo.
Do you see the tanks in the back? That's representative of what happened. We're seeing it after the battle is already lost.
Covering.
So we made Leia faster in this. Yes, she's had corgis. She had something like, I think, 60 corgis in her lifetime.
Oda, look out! It's a bear!
And these are real English actors and actresses, by the way.
Bear with a whole tree growing out his head.
This is Ursa. Every boss in the game is also a female, except for one. Oh boy.
Falling back.
Oh boy. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, that hurt. Got him! Seeing me work here, look at me. I act like I haven't been playing this since beta. I found out you can hit these too. Ben told me after the fact. up. It's just me and my friend making this. Started it. Oh god. Okay, gotta get away. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's give him some more energy. Got her! Yeah, I took me months to find voice actors that I wanted for this. I loved Ray. When Ray auditioned, oh, I loved Ray. Because Leia is supposed to be more serious, and Oda, who's actually the older brother, is so Leia is in charge of the Queen's whole detail. They're both SAS trained, and technically they report to her directly. So Leia is in charge of the whole entire thing, which is why I love this so much. Like, that was the whole point of this was that we were getting a female lead in a game where you don't see, even games like Resident Evil back in the day where they required somebody to help. That was the antithesis of what I had designed in my head when we were designing Korg of the Dead.
Covering.
Yeah, this was, and when I hired Corey, the lead actor, because he was on and he was with us for like my first stream, trying to help us raise money. And remember, we're doing this all for Toys for Tots. So we've given out keys. We have all these amazing sponsors. You have people like Rexy who have literally have been not sleeping for 72 hours. Lolly, all of these amazing people just trying to make sure that kids have a great holiday season. And what makes Toys for Tots so amazing and why they've been around for 75 years, and if you think about that, a charity that's been around for 75 years, with everything going on in this world, a charity that takes 97 cents of every dollar they make and puts a gift into a kid's hand, that is amazing. And we've now celebrated our 10th year doing this. So this is all about kids. And that's why, like, when Rexy had reached out to me, she's like, what do you want to do for your donations? I'm good at a couple things. I can do a heck of an Optimus Prime impersonation. My corgis are cute as heck. And I like doing curls, so I figured I would do that as, like, you know, and we were giving out so many different keys, and it's really just, think about 2020 to 2022, how tough that is for kids. And it's not a kid's fault that their parents are struggling. So they should still get to have great holidays. Oh, you're from okay. And it's funny, Corey's from Texas. So yeah, this is our second level, and all of these are like based on real levels too, which is just absolutely incredible. These are real cities and real locations.
My name is Sprite.
Wait.
It all began when magic.
Sprite, let's chat later about this. Falling back.
Oh, we've got an ad. Okay, hold on. Ooh, that Pizza Hut ad looks good. Now I want pizza. So when we were designing, let me wait for this to go, so when we were designing level 2, actually I want to show you guys something. Because the ad started. So this is actually this is great fall. So like when we were designing level 2, you're gonna hear something. Watch this.
My name is Sprite. It all began when magic.
Sprite, let's chat later about this.
So when we were designing level 2, we wanted to have like a little bit of a Resident Evil homage. So we made this interactive.
Right.
And then when you switch to Oda.
Okay.
Juju, you're so cheeky. He did that to me on purpose when we were designing this. He hid that zombie and didn't tell me it was gonna happen. So Yoda's bullets do less damage because there's more of them. That's how we designed it. These, oh, careful.
Loading.
I never pull that shot off. So let's switch to her. I loved her character design. I just can't wait for you guys, for anybody that, you know, ends up getting the game. I can't wait for you to guys to see what we did. We basically changed her whole entire animation around because Leia, when she runs in real life, her ears shake, which is adorable. So yeah, he really worked on it. We you know, when we got asked again to do 12 days of indie, you know, Rexy had reached out, Lolly had reached out, and we had a lot done in the game, and we, you know, but we were still working on stuff. We just don't want to bring out like multiple patches because sometimes those get a little glitchy. So we have so much more stuff that we're working on because we want to make sure the game is amazing. And again, we've had so many great streamers that have played it, but you know, it was funny. I was reached out to them like, why don't you play your own game? And I'm like, I didn't really ever think about doing it because I've played it so much, but now you're kind of getting like a bit of a tutorial of what went into this. And it's like, I can notice little things that need to be fixed at times too. Like I just noticed a little bullet right there that didn't connect. Because bullets are very scarce in this game, on purpose.
Reloading.
Oh, I remember when I had Jade, who's in a movie right now, or one of our voice actors just got put into a movie. And we went through how I wanted her to say reloading because I wanted it to be serious. So I always try to pop those. Let me see if I can get it with him. I want to get a cool explosion going. Got it. I've never pulled that off. So what's sad is these are book bags from other people that were here.
Covering.
But yeah, Leia, look how quick Leia is. And we're gonna be adding in super moves. We're adding in a lot of stuff. And the storyline, here's another thing too, the storyline, see why, like when people have asked, they're like, what's going on with the storyline? I'm like, you'll figure it out. Like, we don't really explain a lot of what's going on. Yeah, we don't really explain a lot of what's going on. You like get like little hints throughout the game because we want you to be be shocked by the time you get to the end. We got a coin.
Covering.
See, she can get out of things a lot quicker. So we're gonna heal her really quick. And thank you for modding for me, cool. Yeah, when he said 6 to 8, I was like, but I'm 6 to 9. And I didn't realize that I was gonna have a backup. These coins coins. So we put the coins into the game for two reasons. We didn't want people to speedrun it. We want people to enjoy the game. We're gonna always have speedrunners, but the coins get you stuff. Look at me work. It's like I haven't, you know.
Corgi down.
Oh no. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. We're gonna heal her. That was worth it. Oh, that was so worth it. Even though she dropped, that was so worth it. Because we just got 3 coins out of that. All right, here we go. All right, so we have 13 coins. Yoink! Yoink! Appreciate your patronage.
Covering.
Okay, let's give, all right. So for anybody that's a Resident Evil fan, which everybody should be a Resident Evil fan, the Yellow Jacket Co-op B Sanctuary was made in honor of in Resident Evil 1 when you actually go to the opposite end of the mansion where you fight the where you fight the plant, and you'll see why. What are you buying? What are you selling? All right, so this is the first storyline you actually get in Cork of the Dead. So watch.
Right. Right. Right.
This is where it's starting to, you realize how bad it is.
Right.
The new honey is inedible. Worse, last week one of the team tried to use one of the new honey jars as an ashtray. It exploded. It nearly took out Corbin's arm. We've since been building makeshift explosives with these honey jars. The grenades can help to ward off the outbreak. Hopefully storing them in the fridge will keep them safe. We can use them as we need. So fun fact, I found a glitch in our own game when this game came out, and it gave me unlimited hive minds. And then Ben was watching me play this live, and he was like, I'm gonna be taking that out. I was like, no! But yeah, I used to be able to get unlimited hive minds. Not anymore.
Right.
I was so proud when I found that out. What's up, Alex? How you doing? Good morning.
Okay, this one's overdone it with the protein.
Stay on your feet, Oda.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Allergies are the worst. I used to have those as a kid. Oh boy. Ooh, how you like that, Nutso? By the way, we nerfed her when we first announced her and she was made, she'd one hit you. If she got you in this, it was endgame. Come on, slow down, come on. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Shaggy, ruh-roh. Oh, I thought I got her. Oh, I was so close. Okay, that's crazy. You went down 50 degrees overnight? That's crazy. See, that's why I love living in Florida. We never get that. Like, that'll mess with your sinuses so bad, going down 50 degrees overnight. Oh my gosh, I don't, Nope. We'll get, during winter, Alex, we'll get, in Central Florida, it'll go down till, it'll be like 34 degrees in the morning. But by like 10 o'clock, it's already like in the 50s. Yeah, it doesn't get like, yeah, nope, nope, no spank you. Rexy, check messages really quick, please. Hello, how are you? Welcome on in. So, we're raising money right now for the amazing charity Toys for Tots. We're 12 Days of Indie. This is our 10-year anniversary, and Toys for Tots is now celebrating their 75th anniversary. So, we're trying to hit our 6,000 goal right now. Actually, let me look. I believe we're getting up there, guys. We're getting up there. Hold on. Let me wait for this to get unblurry. Get unblurry. Unblurry. Hold on. Unblurry. So yeah, we're at so close to hitting 6,000. So for every dollar anybody in here donates, I will do an Optimus Prime impersonation. For every $5, the corgis will get blueberries, which happen to be the same corgis you're watching in Corgi the Dead right now. And for every $10, I will do 20 curls with 20-pound dumbbells in each arm. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. So, we wanted to have something very somber here when you were going across this bridge because, yes, and every $5 also opens up random Steam key giveaways. We have so many amazing sponsors this year, and again, think about this. We've been doing this for 10 years now. And it's a marathon stream, so people are literally going back to back to back to back to back, giving up everything, all of their time just to make sure that kids have a great holiday. And that's all we ask. You know, we don't want hundreds of thousands of dollars from anybody, but any little bit helps. So yeah, we wanted to have like a somber bridge with like no music, because now you're crossing. Remember, you're trying to find the Queen of England. So we're just, you know, we wanted it to sound very somber. So you're about to see some stuff. See, welcome to the end. Yeah. So we always have that thing, the world's on fire. This is, you know, this is what's going on right now. Oh boy. Ooh, that was close.
Corgi down.
Alright, hold on, let's get there. Uh-oh. Whew! Guys, that was close. That was closely. Here we go. Let's get some MREs. There we go. Yeah, man, this is meant to not be easy. Like, those grenadiers, woo! Alright, let's, alright, so how we looking on? Okay, we're looking decent. You see how his teeth come out? We did that. We did all of that. Take all the time you need, gaming. If you need another 35 minutes, I'm good for now. Please, don't rush. It's fine. I'm up now. I was a little groggy at 5:30, at 5 o'clock when I woke up, but I had a little bit of Diet Pepsi. Got some caffeine in me. We're good to go. I'm only going to be playing this for a little bit more, then I'm going to switch back to, maybe we'll stick with this. Let me ask Rexy what she thinks. Let me message. Rexy, I'm messaging you really quick. Yeah, just don't rush gaming. It's fine. I actually got 8 hours of sleep. I went to bed at 10 I went to bed at like 9:30 knowing I would be up at 5 to take care of the animals and then be ready for the event. So I planned for this. So yeah, don't worry. I just found another glitch. It's good right there. I gotta see if somebody can screenshot that for me. That was weird. The thing is that we were finding lots of bugs and workarounds for Pixel Game Maker Studio that like certain things that we had to come up with workarounds for. Who just donated? The corgis get blueberries! We just got a $5 donation, right? Did we just get one? Did one just go in? Woo, let's go get some blueberries. You guys want some blueberries? Hold on. You guys are getting a full view of the corgis getting their blueberries. We're backing this chair up. Back it up. Back it up. I'm stuck behind the chair. We're fine. Don't panic. Okay. Let's go get some blueberries. I'm getting them. for the donation. You made a difference. And since you made a difference, the corgis are getting blueberries on screen. Can everybody see? There we go. One for you. And then one for you. They're a little short. One for you. And then one for you. And then one for you. And then one for you. So you guys are watching a game about corgis getting blueberries, and you just watched those same corgis get blueberries. It's real nice. Oh, the baby is fun of. Look at this dirty nose. I guess. Thank you. The kids thank you, and Yoda and Leia thank you. Ha, you know how it says no dogs allowed? Ben thought that'd be funny.
Loading.
So this is a militia group, by the way, in this. Hey, Ty! How are you? Yoda. Yoda, the thing is that you're gonna... Sweetheart, you're gonna start playing with her, and she just happens to be a corgi, but she's more like a cat, and then she's gonna get upset with you. So you don't understand, like, Leia, that's why, like, Leia is so serious, and she's the perfect heroine for a video game. I'm doing well. We're hanging out with some amazing people trying to raise money for Toys for Tots. We played some Sega stuff earlier, and now we're playing some Korg of the Dead until the amazing Who's Gaming Now is ready to go. So we had to come up with a workaround. Let me show you guys something. So when we were developing this, we needed to come up with an actual workaround. This is, by the way, when this game is done, you're not gonna be able to go back into a room and keep getting ammo like that. Like, that's not what we're gonna let you do. But we came up with a workaround here because look, sometimes we had to actually program that in where he didn't get stuck because that's just how the API worked. And this is obviously like, this is their rec room. We had a Japanese throw pillow, Ben's idea. So the game is going to be 5 levels, but we're going to be adding on a lot more tile sets. We really wanted to get it into early access so people can get the full version of the game, and that allows us. People offered to crowdfund it, but we much rather work at it at our own pace and make it the best version of the game. And we have some amazing people even in. So let me just tell you something before we keep going. There's one of our amazing admins in this. His name is Drow, and I messaged him. And I literally asked him straight out, I go, can you send me an email of things that you would like, things that you think we should change? And I sent that email over to Ben, and it wasn't even like crazy stuff. So like, we're gonna be changing the bullet animations around. The biggest thing was changing, upping the sprite count and the frame count. So it's because of 12 Days of Indie that we came up with new ideas for Korg of the Dead. So like, for instance, Leia, when you see her now, and I can't show it to you now because we're still working on it, Leia, when she runs now, her whole body waddles. And when she fires her weapons, you see her jaw opening and closing, and the guns have a different animation to them, and Leia's ears move. So it was because we asked questions of what we can do to make this game better, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good we think the game is. Any game developer is going to be biased. They're going to be like, yeah, our game is the best, but when you get opinions from other people, and yeah, so now the bullet animations are totally different. Like, it's crazy. Like, when she's firing her weapons, the bullet animations look so much better. Her ears, it's amazing. And that's the aspect of being a game dev, is taking that criticism. If you don't take that constructive criticism, you're never going to move up. Your game is never going to be good. Hey, what's up, Ray? All right, so here we go.
I guess this world has gone all topsy-turvy, because I'm about to dust up against some weird-looking dogs.
She makes fun of us being weird-looking dogs.
These soldiers are completely brainwashed.
I know I wouldn't take orders from some tart driving a giant motorised eggplant.
We also made the Grenadiers a lot tougher in this.
Calm it down.
Oh boy.
Covering.
Reloading.
Oh boy.
Calm it down.
Oh boy. We're fine-ish.
Loading.
Y'all thought I was gonna lose that. If I would have lost in my own game, they're all booing us now. I was so nervous. I was so nervous. So what's sad about this is now that I'm not gonna spoil it. You're gonna see it in a minute. Once Zell falls, the militia, look where we're at, guys, by the way. We're in Washington, D.C. So we added in that when the militia starts to fall, they become zombies.
Covering.
focus. Everybody focus. Okay, this is my favorite scene in anything we designed. Yep. See how they all just... That whole militia is now zombies.
Reloading.
Okay, that's another thing we need to look at. Ooh, I wasn't expecting that. I forgot he added that. Get up. All we're trying to do is get back to our queen. Okay, I don't remember he added so many in there. Ooh. Getting all these points though. Oh no, let's yeah. Okay, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that watched. Thank you for everybody that donated. Just remember, we're doing this. We do this every year. Kids deserve to have the best holidays. And again, for the last 2 years, we've had this 100-year event in this world, and this country has had so much suffering. The one thing that we can do as humans is give up our time to make sure that kids have great holidays. So everybody, please stick around. Everybody, yes, please stick around. And we're going to be now passing the ball over to the amazing Who's Gaming Now. I'm going to go to the gym because you guys didn't let me do any curls. I'm going to go to the gym. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you to Toys for Tots. Thank you to 12 Days of Indie. And we hope to see you all again next year as well. But nobody go anywhere because they're getting ready to pass the ball over to the amazing Who's Gaming Now. So everybody have a great Sunday and a great weekend, a great rest of their weekend. Bye, everyone.